haven't been here before on my channel, I've been successfully living out of my van now for nearly a year. And one of the things I learnt is there's two types of people that want to do van life. There is obviously the people that see it on YouTube and think that would be great, let's get a van and give it a go. And then there's the other side of it, where people end up in a situation where it's nearly the only choice that they have to move into their van, and they start van life that way. Now, the nice thing about that, and that happened to me, is that you have no choice but to jump into it head first, which is a great way of doing it because you don't have to sit there and think about it. Now, the other side, the people that want to give it a go, they tend to think about it a lot, want to do it, they make plans to maybe do it, but they never make the leap. And you really should. One of the things I learnt is that when you're in your van, the number one thing that I benefited from is being able to get away from everything and having my own space. Now, we all know that life now is so complicated. You know, it's such a busy way of life. It's work, it's kids, it's houses, bills, everything costs huge amounts of money, whether it be holidays, buying stuff for the house, you know, decorating, all that sort of stuff. It's hectic, and life just seems to get more hectic and more complicated. And what van life does in 2025 is completely simplifies your life, even if it's just for a short time. So even if you do van life temporarily, so say for, I don't know, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, longer, it simplifies your life considerably, and it shows you a world where you don't have to then worry about money so much. Having all this stuff, whether it be, you know, clothing, electrical equipment, furniture, all that sort of stuff, it all goes out the window. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about food shopping and you know, getting to work, getting home from work, commuting. You know, once you live in a van, you can literally park in your car park at work. And I've done that so many times. You know, just had a little kip after work, woken up, driven down to Lidl's, got myself something to eat, and then I'm in the van. But the beauty of it is what it does for your mental health is wonders, because it doesn't matter whether I'm parked in a supermarket car park, outside of a beach, or, you know, in a field, campsite, just down a road. It doesn't matter where I park the van, whether it's great views or whether it's not. As soon as I shut the curtains and I lock the doors, I can turn the light on and I'm in my own little space, and it just means that I can take a minute to myself. I don't have to worry about anyone else. I don't have to worry about anything else. I can just concentrate on decompressing, being in my own company, and, you know, just simplifying my mind. And along with the simplified lifestyle, it just is really healing to your mind. And once you get over the age of, like me, 40, I'm nearly 50, you know, it's something that you absolutely need to do. And the pluses outweigh the negatives so much. It really does. And the lessons you learn, if you then move back into normal life, you realize that You don't need all this stuff, you know, that you're spending money on things that you just really don't need. And this gives you that. It gives you that clarity that we are living in such a complicated life and a complicated lifestyle. And it's why I really enjoy it and I really love it. You know, there is nothing better than getting into the van and closing the doors. And it's really helped my mental health. It really has. Before, you know, your mind's going a million miles an hour, what with work, family, trying to balance your relationship, if you have a partner, you know, plan holidays. You know, in a van, you can just drive off and you can park up anywhere as a holiday, whether you're driving to the south of Spain, whether you're driving up to Scotland, or whether you're just heading down to your local beach and parking up. It's like a holiday everywhere you go, and it's free. Apart from the fuel, it's free. I'm not paying for anyone for, you know, a room. I don't have to worry whether they're booked up, whether it's going to be expensive in the summer. It's, you know, a wonderful thing to do. And the sad thing about it is most of the people that do van life are the people that get into it without a choice, because, you know, they have a relationship breakdown, you know, they get evicted, all those sorts of things, and they don't have the money. They perhaps have a van. You know, I've seen people having to move into their cars. They start in their car and then they think, actually, let's get a van. And it happens that way. But if you are considering van life and it's something that you really want to try, I would say, you know, give it a short period of time and see how you feel. You know, give it a month, maybe 2, see how you feel. But all the negative bits that you hear about van life, whether it be on YouTube or anywhere else, the positives far outweigh it, because mentally you will feel so much better. And you'll find that with that simplicity, all the complication disappears. And, you know, once, as I say, once you close the doors, you're in your own space. It's a getaway for you, your mind, your health, and you can just be you. And it's really, really important for anyone to be able to experience that. So if you are thinking of it, give it a go. That's all I can say. Give it a go, because I can promise you, you will enjoy it. I started out with nothing, a van and an airbed. A van and an airbed. That's all I had. And the view from the side door. And honestly, I was happy as I could be. You know, it was very simple. And that's helped me massively in my life. It's given me the time to think about things a lot more, you know, work on myself a lot more, and just have that time and realize how important that time is for me, but for everybody else as well. Because a lot of the times we don't take a breath, we don't stop and think, and it's really important for us to do so. And van life will give you that breath and that time to think, and it's great. So don't be put off. Get out there and enjoy it. And if you have any questions, please drop them into the comments. Follow the channel. If you check out some of my older videos, you can see how I got started. And honestly, I'm more than happy to help you guys out if you are considering it, because in this year, it's given me a wealth of knowledge. I mean, there's people out there who have been doing it much longer than me, absolutely. They've helped me. So I'm more than happy to help any of you guys with your journey into living in a van and having a van and this way of life. I'll catch you soon.